Hop off the complain train. Hey everyone, Tom Harrison here. And yeah, I really urge you to hop off the complain train if you're on it. If you ever find yourself on the complain train. I think we all do at some time or another. I know I do sometimes. And as soon as I realize it, I get off of that complain train as quickly as possible. Now, why am I talking about the complain train? Well, for those of you who have dived into Pro 90D, you might know what I'm talking about. Now, I don't think Michael actually uses the term complain train, but he talks a lot about the trains of thinking we can get on that we need to get off of. He talks a lot specifically about how we can get on a negative train of thinking. And for all of us who struggle with our speech, fact is, you may have spent a lot of time on that train of negative thinking. Maybe several of them. Maybe you hop off just to get on another one. And when you think about it, if we're on a negative train of thinking, chances are pretty darn good that you could call that train the complain train. Isn't that true? When we're in a place of negative thinking, aren't we generally, in one way or another, complaining about something that just isn't going well for us? Check it for yourself. Next time you find yourself in negative thinking, feel into this idea of, oh my gosh, I'm on the complain train again. Or I'm on a negative train of thinking. And ask yourself, what am I complaining about? And if it doesn't feel like a complaint, feel into what's negative. For an example, and there's countless examples, but one, for those of us who struggle with speech, might be, oh my God, I'm afraid I'm going to get stuck. Oh my God, I've got this talk I've got to do coming up. I'm afraid I can't do it. I'm afraid I'm going to stumble. I'm afraid I'm going to stutter. I'm afraid I'm going to stammer. I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to put my thoughts together properly. There's a common word in all of those things I just said. Afraid, right? Let's just be real. We all have our own fears. The fears wax and wane, right? The fears are stronger or weaker at different times. When it comes to speech, and when it comes to those times when we really need to be on when we speak, fears can come up, right? Many people, even if they don't struggle with speech itself, even if they have very few disfluencies, hey, we all have some. Even if they have very few disfluencies, many people are just afraid of public speech, right? Isn't that interesting? So, notice that when these fears come up, which a form of negative thinking, right? Negative meaning not meaning bad per se, but meaning they're taking us away. It's a train that's taking us away from where we want to go versus the train we intended to get on, which takes us where we want to go. Smooth speech. The negative train of thinking, or the complain train, takes us to speech that gets worse and worse. Or even if it doesn't get worse, our fears get increased. And that's not helpful. Even if we're speaking brilliantly, who wants to be stuck in fear? I don't want to be on that train. So, I'm bringing this up. One, because I'm highlighting in these snippets I'm calling smooth speech snippets from Pro 90D, so I can highlight for you guys some of the awesome content in Pro 90D. If you haven't joined already, you're missing out, because I'm just giving you a snippet. But ask yourself, am I right now on the complaint train? Am I ever on the complaint train? Even if I don't think of it or haven't thought of it before as the complaint train, am I ever in a place of negative thinking, i.e. on the negative thinking train? And might that be called a complaint train? That's not the train we want to be on. Let's hop off the complaint train. Let's hop off the train of negative thinking and jump headlong onto the retrain the brain train. That's the one I believe all of us want to be on, because that's the train barreling down the tracks to smooth speech. Join us, won't you, in Pro 90D? And let me know, what train are you on? Take care. Cheers.